that's what the circus does for all the oddities. It really allows them a place where they can be very confident in themselves, and they respect each other and love each other, and it gives them a safe space to be, which is really nice. Anne and Philip, you know, fall in love. And it's basically, you know, it's that kind of that tragic love story in a sense of like, there's always the factor of them not being able to be together because of literally the color of their skin. You know, at the time that was 120% not allowed. And it was in fact very dangerous. So the entire time, you know, they're exchanging just looks. They don't even touch each other, they just look at each other. And even that is like hard for them to do, especially her, because she knows she's lived this her whole life, is, you know, having to deal with racism, having to deal with that in her face, because as you know, as a black woman at the time, and so she's used to this. This is not something that is uncommon to her. So she's trying to, everything in her mind is telling her that that's a bad idea. It's dangerous, it's wrong, it's, you know, it goes against everything that she's been taught, but she's slowly falling in love with the exact thing that she always thought hated her. Ben and Justin are incredible, okay? They are young, they're fresh, they understand, you know, music so well, and I think what's so cool about this is even though it's set in the 1800s, right? And even though, you know, it is a musical, and musicals kind of have their own sound, there's something about this one musically that is very modern and contemporary. Like, you could re-record any of these and it could go on the radio, you know, as a pop song. And I think that that's kind of cool because it blends, you know, then and now, and makes it understandable, tangible for people now. The dancing. I'm pretty sure hip-hop wasn't a thing yet, but there's lots of hip-hop dancing in this, which I think is really dope. Every word reflects what these characters are going through, what they're feeling, you know, and so when you're singing them, you can really fall into the character because it's just so, everything that they're feeling, it just is coming out. And so many people can relate to, you know, those kinds of, those songs. I know that there's a young woman or a young man who is going to hear this song and is going to need to hear "This Is Me," need to hear that, you know, I'm brave, I'm bruised, I'm who I'm meant to be. Somebody needs to hear those words, you know, and feel bigger and feel like they're a part of something. And so I just find it really cool. I don't really think there's anything like it. Like, you know, like we're literally flying through the air, and like, it's so cool to me, you know, this love story, and it's this choreography that usually, you know, when you have a love story in a musical and there's choreography, it all happens on the ground. But literally everything that happens is like flying in the air, me grabbing him grabbing me, swinging around, you know. He has this way of like explaining things so vividly. He's like the best storyteller in the world. All the costumes are like, you know, custom made costumes, and so beautiful and detailed and colorful, and, you know, and when it all comes together, somehow it all matches. It's weird, you know what I mean? It all kind of seems to make sense once you see it on camera. I think Hugh is perfect for this because he's so passionate about it. You know what I mean? Like, the passion that he has for the project, I think, is the same passion that P.T. Barnum had for his circus. You know, he literally made this movie happen. He's wanted to create it and make it happen, and that's exactly what Hugh did, is he made this. We wouldn't be here if he hadn't put all his love and energy into the project, you know, from the very beginning all the way through. And so to see him be so passionate about it makes everybody else on set want to work even harder. There's a billion different things that somebody can leave with that, and I just think that, you know, everybody's going to be able to relate to it a different way, and hopefully leave with a very fantastical, magical experience, and just probably leave singing and dancing and, you know.
Hey, Vale here. Did you like the video? Now, behind the scenes of nearly every film, pranks are carried out by cast and crew. One such prank was played on Brad Pitt during the filming of Ocean's 11. Do you remember that Pitt is eating in almost every scene he's in for all 3 Ocean's movies? Well, it became a running joke with his co-stars. On the last day of shooting for Ocean's 11, a sandwich that Pitt was eating during a scene was filled with hot sauce. As a prank, Pitt finished the scene without reacting and threw up the moment the camera stopped, much to the amusement of his co-stars, yeah. Okay, so if you want to watch more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you receive the videos the moment they are online. See you next time!